Here's a beautiful song. We didn't have schedule for tonight, but we'd like to throw it for you. It's a beautiful song, I think, because we can relate it to ourselves. I don't think there's anybody in the room tonight that hasn't had a moment, or even moments in your lives, where you haven't said to yourself, what's the use of going on? For some reason, I'm a born loser. I can't seem to be a winner. Well, for some of you folks who may be thinking that way, maybe you'll find an answer in this song. It comes from the country of Italy, where it won the music festival. We hope you like our version of La Vida, or My Life. Funny how a lonely day can make a person start to say, what good is my life? Funny how a breaking heart can make me start to say, what good is my life? Funny how I often seem to think I'll never find a dream in my life, till I look around and see this great big world is part of me and my life. This is my life. Today, tomorrow, love will come and find me, for that's the way that I was born to be. This is me. This is me. This is my life, and I don't give a damn for lost emotions. I've such a lot of love I've got to give. Let me live. Let me live. Sometimes when I feel afraid, I think about a mess I've made of my life, crying over my mistakes, forgetting all the breaks I've had in my life. But I was put on earth to be a part of this great world, and me is my life. I guess I'll just add up the score, count the things that I'm grateful for in my life. La vita non già e vostro tanta gente non la sa, non la sa, non la sa. This is my life, and I don't give a damn for lost emotions. I've such a lot of love I've got to give. Let me live, let me live. This is my life. Hi, Mama. Let's see if it is. Marvelous trio. The mountains sound like 25 musicians. They're magnificent. Magnificent. Thank you. Right now, I'd like to try something a little different for you, a nightclub entertainment. I'm sure that most of you folks are pretty familiar with the bullfights, and you've heard and know how the matador feels, how the picador feels. Ever stop to think, what does the bull feel? Well, tonight we'll find out as we interview the roughest, the toughest, the meanest bull in all of Spain. El Toro, the bull! Look at this ferocious bull in the arena. Watch this ferocious bull. Watch him, watch him. And now he gives his famous death cry that all matadors fear. You're the bull?
Si, senor.
Oh, you like being a bull?
Huh?
Do you like being a bull?
No, I don't like to be a bull, because that means you have to fight, and I don't like to fight.
Oh, if you don't like to fight, then why did you become a bull?
When my father died, he left me the business.
Well, tell me, was your father killed in the arena?
No, my father was killed by a weasel.
Now, how can a small animal like a weasel kill a big bull like your father?
You don't understand. My father was eating grass in the railroad tracks, and the train was coming, and he didn't hear the weasel.
I hope he had insurance.
$1,000 group insurance.
That's good.
No, he had to be killed in a group.
Senior Bull.
Yeah.
In a moment of truth, when they open up the gates to the arena.
They open up the gate.
Now you come out charging. What do you do?
I keep looking.
You're looking for the matador.
Any door. I want to get the hell out of there. They stick them things in you. Jingo. Yippee!
What do they call that thing they stick into you?
They call that the estaco.
The estaco.
Estaco.
Oh, I see. Now, when they...
Oh.
I see. When they stick the estaco into you, tell me, what is the first thing that comes out of your mouth?
My lunch.
You know something?
What?
You're a most unusual bull.
I don't like to fight, that's no bull. As an old native-born Spanish bull with two horns who likes peace and life, beautiful.
You're a most unusual.
Most unusual bull.
Most unusual bull.
Hey, hey!
Right now, I'd like to bring you a few switches on some of your favorite television shows and television commercials. It's time now for the new Blue Clear test. Hey, a big night for you, sir.
Why's that?
You're on television.
You kidding?
Look at the camera.
Hello, Ma. Hello, Pa.
Why are you laughing?
I'm an orphan.
Sir, please.
Yes.
Last night you washed all of your shirts in new Blue Clear.
That's right.
Tell these folks what happened.
I washed all of my shirts in new blue clear, and they all come out nice and white.
Aren't you happy?
No.
Why not?
They were blue shirts. They were blue shirts. Oh, you're gonna get it before.
A word from the new underarm deodorant, Disappear.
Here it is.
Now, Disappear does not take away that ugly perspiration odor.
No, it just makes you invisible so nobody knows where the smell is coming from. But tonight we know where the smell is coming from. Not you, sir. This guy over here. I don't know what.
When it comes to insurance,
Yes?
you're in good hands with Half State. Now, here's a very satisfied client. So would you walk this way, please? Did you get hurt?
Huh?
Did you get hurt?
Are they laughing?
No.
I got hurt.
Sir, tell us about your other accident.
Yeah, I was parked at a red light and I'm waiting for the red light to change. All of a sudden, this truck came from behind, hit me in the back, and it wrecked my car. But my insurance man was there just like that.
That quick.
He was driving the truck. He was driving the truck. Honey, will you explain it to her?
Ladies and gentlemen, look what this man got for saving cigarette coupons. Pardon me, sir.
I'm sorry about that.
That's quite all right, sir.
I usually don't do that.
How many coupons have you saved?
97 million, 874 coupons.
That's quite a collection.
That's a hell of a lot of coupons.
Certainly is. Sir, what do you intend to get with all those
A
coupons?
chest X-ray.
Thank you very much. Have you folks noticed the characters that do commercials? One in particular is my favorite. Has a complete different approach. Here he comes. Hey, the new and mean Mr. Clean.
You betcha I'm mean.
What makes you so mean?
That jolly green giant.
Why should the Jolly Green Giant make you mean?
Oh, my earring. It's the last time I buy his piece.
I don't blame you the way he stands over that garden.
Yeah. No wonder he's always going ho, 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 ho.
Mr. Clean, you certainly have a physique.
Oh, you like it?
What do you attribute it to?
I eat Wheaties.
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 Why are your shoulders so square?
I eat the boxers, too.
Mr. Clean, are you married?
No, but I was.
Who is the ex-Mrs. Clean?
Mrs. Kleenex.
What happened between you and Mrs. Kleenex?
We had to blow off.
What are you doing now?
I'm fooling around with Handy Andy.
Tell me, sir, how many times have you been married?
3 times.
3 times?
3 times.
What happened to your first wife?
She died from eating poison mushroom.
What a terrible tragedy.
Very unfortunate.
What happened to your second wife?
She died from eating poison mushroom.
What happened to your third wife?
She died with a crushed head.
How come?
She wouldn't eat the poison mushroom.
Mr. Clean, tell me the truth, sir. Is
Yes.
your product really as good as they say it is?
I don't know, because I'm now using a new Jewish detergent.
What's that?
Well.
For a more scenic and a more economical ride, ride the Dash Hound bus.
I leave it as driving to me.
You're drunk.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was sick for a minute.
Well, who's driving the bus?
I don't know. We're all in the back seat singing.
Oh, what were you singing?
Christmas carols.
Really? It's a little late.
Well, it was a long trip.
Oh, I see.
I got the Christmas carol with me tonight.
Really?
I like to do it for the
You have
friends.
music and everything,
Yeah,
eh?
I got the music.
Well, sing it for us.
I like to do it for a few friends.
Go ahead.
Give me a Pezzi, will you? A Christmas Carol by Harry Corn. Leon, Leon, Leon.
You got it upside down.
Noel.
How did the bus company hire you?
Because I do other things.
Like what?
I trained a dog.
What dog?
The dog on the side of the bus.
Well, what do you train him to do?
Hang on.
You know, your wife must be marvelous.
My wife is the closest thing to Elizabeth Taylor.
Is that right?
She looks like Richard Burton.
That's terrible.
She has beautiful blue eyes.
Well, that's nice.
One blue this way and one blue that way.
You know, you could be a nice fellow. Why don't you get something for your wife?
What did you ever get for your wife?
I got a poodle for my wife.
What did you make a trade like that?
You know, you could at least say something nice about your wife.
Why don't you talk about your own wife?
Hey, my wife is an angel.
Well, you're lucky. Mine's still living.
You know, I must admit that I envy you bus drivers.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, you know so much. You meet so many people. Would you help me with a survey?
Certainly.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
You know, I made love to my wife before I got married.
You son of a gun, yeah.
Did you?
I don't know. What's your wife's maiden name? Hey, you're whacking pretty hard.
Well, you asked for it.
Have you ever heard of a rambling wreck from Georgia Tech?
Yes.
Or meet the total loss from Holy Cross right over here.
Maybe I shouldn't pick on you. I understand that you come from a large family.
Oh, hell yeah. You know how many in our family?
How many?
There were 23 children in my family.
That's quite a record.
We had my mother up on a pedestal.
Oh, you loved her that much.
No, we had to keep her away from my own man.
You know, it's hard for me to believe that you're a bus driver, really.
I want you to know that I won the award for the best bus driver of the year.
Really? What'd they give you?
Trip to Europe.
Beautiful.
By bus.
And this included safety driving.
Oh, yeah, that was one of the main factors of the whole situation.
May I give you a road quiz?
When?
I want to see you. Right now.
One of these
I'd like to see
days?
just how good you really are.
Well, go ahead. Give me the road quiz.
Are you ready for this?
As ready as you are.
Picture.
Right.
You're driving your bus down a very steep hill.
Very steep hill.
All of a sudden, your brakes snap.
Brakes now.
You're now traveling 90 miles an hour down this hill with no brakes.
Don't laugh. You're on this bus.
All right, now, I want you to look out your left window.
Left window.
There's a canyon 10,000 feet down.
Well, I am not going to the left.
Very good. Look out your right window. Mountain extending all the way into the road.
I ain't even going to go to the right.
Now, you know you can't go left,
Can't
you
go
can't go right.
Can't go right.
90 miles an hour. You can't stop this bus nowhere. You've got that.
Yeah.
Look out that front window. Another bus is coming up. Well, what do?
I got to wake up Herman.
Herman. Who's Herman?
Man, the bus driver.
Well, what are you waking him up for?
He never saw an accident like this.
Let me give you an impression of two fathers waiting in a maternity ward. Oh, this would have to happen on my vacation.
You think that's bad? This is my honeymoon.
Same situation, only this time it's two Italians. Now, picture the scene, if you will. One father is expecting his 10th child, and the other father is expecting his first. I'll be expecting my first. My partner, of course, is 10. I'm gonna tell you the truth, sir. I'm so nervous. This is my first one, you know.
What do you got to be nervous for? You relax, you take it easy. The doctor, she's to come and say you got a girl or boy. That's at the end of the thing.
How many kids have you got?
This is coming number 10 now.
You don't got no television set, sir.
Break it down, 9 years ago.
This is your 10 to 1?
This is number 10. How many
Maybe
times
you-
I got to start? Don't make me nervous now. I'm waiting for number 10. You're going to
I'm
get
gonna
me
tell you the
excited?
truth, sir. I'm so nervous. I have a one problem. She's bothering me all the time.
Well, you're asking me because I have a number 10. You got
You
a
telling
number...
me the truth,
I'm
sir?
going to tell you the truth.
Listen to me.
I listen to you.
How soon
How soon, eh?
after my wife is she having the baby?
The baby, she's a comma.
Can we resume
We resume, huh?
Marital relationships, plural.
That depends.
Depends on what?
You got a private room or you got a ward?
And now picture this scene, if you will. We're going to take you to Moscow, Russia.
Moscow, Russia. Watch this, lady.
2 Russian space cosmonauts have just returned to Earth. One goes his way, the other comes his way, and one lands right in his own backyard, where he's greeted by his lovely and beautiful, intoxicating wife after 3 long years in outer space. Katrinka! My beautiful Katrinka!
I'm beautiful, Katrinka.
You always talk so good. Katrinka, what is this?
This is a napkin.
Come on, Katrinka, what is this?
It's a baby.
You know something?
It's a baby.
It looks like a napkin. Katrinka, whose baby is this?
Well, first I must tell you it's a baby girl.
A baby girl.
Baby girl.
Looks like a boy.
Maybe it is a boy, I don't know. No, it's my finger. It's a girl.
Katrinka, whose baby is this?
What do you ask a question like
I'm
that?
going to ask again, whose baby is this?
Ask me anybody. You told me the friends and I tell you.
This is our baby.
This is our baby. You and I have had a babe.
Not possible. I've been out of space for 3 long years.
Well, that's the way it happened.
You told me, was it my friend Popakov?
It wasn't your friend Popakov.
What is my friend Kozakov?
It wasn't your friend Kukos. It wasn't him either.
Was it my friend Dekalikov?
It wasn't your friend Dekalikov, Naditchikov, Gatakov.
It wasn't all of those a
It
cough?
wasn't those cops.
None of those are my friends?
It wasn't your friend.
You tell me who did this?
What's the matter? I got no friends of my own?
Oh, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. And now comes the educational part of our program.
I'll learn you something.
Unforgettable quotes from history.
Yeah.
How many of you folks remember the immortal words of a great lady, Mrs. Theodore Roosevelt, when she turned to her husband and said,
Teddy, you're a real rough rider.
Mrs. Paul Revere, when she said to her husband,
I don't care who's coming. I need the horse.
Mrs. George Washington, when she said to her husband,
You slept there and you slept there. When are you going to sleep here?
oh, the words of that great Pope, the Pope, when he looked up at Michelangelo when he said,
Hey, come on down. Come on down. We're going to wallpaper.
oh, the words of dear Mrs. Ponce de Leon, when she said to her husband,
You're going to Florida without me. Where you going to live? Knock on the mom? I mean, knock on the min.
Hey, you had trouble with that word, even in the drugstore.
Yeah. Don't you get it, lady? Come on down. We're going to wallpaper. She's still working on the wallpaper. I don't believe it.
Oh, the words of that dashing, daring Robin Hood. Robin Hood, when he said to his merrymen in Sherwood Forest.
Too bad we have such a little John. It's too bad.
Oh, the words of our very first man. Our first man, Adam. Adam, when he said to Eve,
Who's going to know?
and the great painter Michelangelo, when he said,
If I only had a roller, I'd have been through years ago.
and the husband of Lady Godiva, when he said,
The horse has been home 3 hours ago. Where were you?
the great chief Sitting Bull, when he leaped on his horse and said,
Ooh.
when the Russian space scientists accused President Johnson
Yeah.
of being cold and indifferent to their astronauts, he said,
Well, if the Russians fear that I'm being cold and indifferent to their astronauts, whenever my astronauts land in Moscow, well, they can kiss my astronauts.
and in Albany, Georgia,
Albany, Georgia, when they said to the Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, "How come you wear a rubber sheet?" He said,
I wet the bed. Y'all.
Folks, in our troubled times, we've made it a habit here at the Comedy Box to pay a special tribute to a great American, and tonight is no exception. We'd like to get away from the last for a minute and present a special tribute to the great and wonderful Mr. Thomas Edison.
Who?
Thomas Alva Edison.
What are you getting excited about? I didn't even know he was sick.
Thomas Alva Edison, the Wizard of Menlo Park. A man who truly had an impossible dream to bring this world light. His friends laughed and called him a fool because of his dream. He had an obsession. He had to bring us light. He toiled and slaved for 5, 10, 15 years and still there was no light. He tried horsehair, camel's hair, and finally found tungsten. He said, "We shall have light!" And still there was no light. He was going out of his mind, ready to give up, I tell you, until one day, from a distance, a voice said to him, "Plug it in the wall!" And then there was light. Astro is marching Thank you. You've been the most delightful audience. For you folks who are driving, please be careful because half the people are caused by accident. And for you folks who are concerned, it's 25 past 11 in case you're taking pills.
Don't forget, if you're Catholic, they're for arthritis.
In the back of the room, without a doubt, one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. We're very honored that he dropped in tonight, so let's have a nice big hand for this guy. Without a doubt, what I said before. Middleweight champ of the world, retired, still holds the title. Big hand for Rocky Graziano. Rocky Graziano. Come on, let's hear it out there. Oh, I'm sorry, lady.
Until we meet again, on behalf of my partner and myself, we'd like to leave you with a word we heard in church. Bingo!